The pen goes through the rubber band. The rubber band visually splits and is restored. The rubber bands impossibly link together. The card instantly goes through the rubber band. The band jumps fingers. The magician slowly links the bands in what might be the most visual rubber band trick ever created. The magician displays two rubber bands. He presses down on one rubber band and links it with another one. He then unlinks the bands. Everything can be examined. This trick requires two rubber bands. Pull the rubber band between your fingers. You then need to twist the bands around each other as shown. This will create the illusion that you have just two bands in your hand, when in reality they're twisted around each other. When you release your middle finger, part of the band untwists and it looks as if they are linked. Release your other finger and both bands will fully unlink. The magician takes a pen and a rubber band. He places the pen between his thumb and first finger over the rubber band. He pushes the pen down onto the rubber band and it slowly melts through. This is an extremely visual trick. Everything can be examined. This trick requires a rubber band and a pen. Take the rubber band and place it between your middle finger and ring finger. With your other hand, grab the rubber band with your ring finger. Then place your thumb into the rubber band. I'll show you that again. Now simply, with your middle finger, grab the top part of the rubber band and you're all set to go. This setup takes less than 2 seconds once you are practiced at it. Take the pen and put the lid against your right thumb and the end against your left first finger. Press down on the band and release your middle finger, and it will look as if the pen has gone through the rubber band. If you are interested in learning incredible card magic, including flourishes, sleights, tricks and more, and tricks that are just too good to reveal on YouTube, then check out my magic course in the first link in the description below. The course contains some of the best tricks ever created. The magician has two rubber bands and shows that they are linked behind each other. He takes one band and rubs it onto the other band. The band gets smaller and smaller until it disappears completely. This trick requires just one rubber band. Put the band around your middle finger and thumb. Then with your middle finger and thumb, come in and twist the bands around. This creates an X shape. If you keep twisting your hands, it looks as if you have two rubber bands. To make this illusion even more convincing, move the band around one thumb behind the other band as shown. It will now look as if you have two bands. The rest of the trick is simple. Simply squeeze one band into a ball and it will disappear. The magician has two bands. He cleanly places one band around his two fingers. He locks that band in place with another band, meaning the blue band cannot escape. The blue band then visually jumps fingers. Take two bands and place the blue band around your finger. Then lock it in with the yellow band. As you show that the blue band cannot escape, pull back on it. Then place your finger into the gap that you just created. Do this with your fist facing the spectator so they cannot see. Now when you open your hand, the blue band automatically jumps places. This trick is visual, clean, and practically self-working. This next trick is my personal favourite. The magician cleanly displays 2 rubber bands at his fingertips. The yellow rubber band slowly and visually melts through the blue rubber band. This can be seen from all angles. The bands then unlink and the magician hands both of them out for inspection. Hold the yellow band between your first 2 fingers. With the blue band, place it onto your thumb and middle finger and then pinch it around the bottom of the yellow band as shown. Now you have to transfer this pinched band. With your middle finger, come up behind the band. Then, with your other thumb, come in front of the band. When you press down on the blue band, there should be a little Z fold around the yellow band. This is under my fingers. Now with your ring finger, pull the yellow band through the blue band. This will create the illusion that the bands are now linked. If you push the blue band downwards, you can create the illusion that they are unlinked. Pull the blue band up to link them, and then push them back down to unlink them. This is a complex move. If you want a more detailed video explaining it, then let me know in the comments. The magician has a broken rubber band, and on it is a little object. The object starts to slowly move up the rubber band, defying the laws of physics. This trick is very easy to do. Simply thread your object through the broken rubber band. You can use a ring if you like. Then stretch the rubber band between your fingers. Slowly release the rubber band, and as it de-stretches, the object will move up the band. The magician takes a rubber band, visually splits it, and then restores it. Take a single rubber band and place it onto your thumb. Place your middle finger and first finger on top of the band. Come in with your other hand, stretch the band with your other thumb and first 2 fingers, and move them on top of your other hand as shown. Now use your first finger to pull back on the band. Do the same with your other hand. When you move your hands apart, it will look as if the band has split. Practice this move often, and it will eventually only take less than a second to get into. The magician takes a bottle and a rubber band. He throws the rubber band straight onto the bottle. Everything can be examined. Put a band around the bottle, and then twist it and place it around your hand. It will look as if it's just around your hand. Now pull the band back, and whenever you want to, throw it onto the bottle. It will create a very visual rubber band trick. The magician takes a rubber band and ties it around his thumb. The spectator can pull on the end of the band to make sure it doesn't come off. The band then suddenly melts through the magician's thumb. Put a band around your hand, then use your thumb to go under the band. Now use your first finger and hook it under the part of the band between your 2 thumbs. Twist it back around and then put your thumb in the large gap. you should be in this position. Release your first finger and this will create a slip knot. When you pull hard, the knot will release and the band will go through your thumb. The magician has a deck of cards. He takes the top card and pulls it straight through the rubber band. This is clean and visual. Take a band and wrap it around the deck. Take out the top card, place the card on the top of the deck. And then go and get the band and stretch it around the top card, clipping it under your thumb. Pull up and the card will melt through the deck.